I'm at the mic.
It's Simon, everybody.
Hi. I have these colored pamphlets I'm giving away with my poems. If you would like one, they're on the table when I get done. But they're free. They're from the first 2 weeks of April. And I forgot to say, on the 14th, that was my 1-year anniversary of doing this open mic. So I missed it. I was looking forward to it and I missed it. All right. So on the topic of this open mic, last week, Nick asked me a question and I took it as a challenge. He asked me what the shortest poem I ever wrote was. So I was going through all my old poems and I found my shortest ones. So these go in descending order. Even though they're all pretty short, they go in descending order to the shortest one. So this first one is from around 2003. It's called, I'm gonna read each of these twice because they're really short and I want everybody to get them a little bit. This one's from 2003, it's called Robot Hand. So, robot hand. These hands will never feel as a robot feels a ripe peach. And that's it. So, I'll read it one more time. Robot hand. These hands will never feel as a robot feels a ripe peach. Do you like having them twice? Is that good? I don't know. They're really short. So this one is from around 2016, and Nick read this one last week, and I made it more family friendly. But I think the title is more appropriate now. It's called FU. So this is from around 2016, FU. Fairly nefarious fairies fought fondly forbidden fractals for foreign foundations. That's it. These are really short. And they're in descending order. They get shorter and shorter. And the next one, so I have to tell a little story about this one. This is from around 2008. I wrote down the title and I was gonna write a poem for it, and then I realized the title was kind of a poem in and of itself. So this is the title to a poem and it is the poem itself. So it's from 2008. This is the least family friendly of these. And I hope you'll forgive me. It's called Technology of the French Orgasm. And that's it. That's a poem in and of itself. All right. Now it gets a little bit longer. These are still from my old poems. This one's from around 2007. I tried to figure out as best I could when these were from. I typed some of them on typewriter and I didn't know when they were from. So this one's called Heritage or Death. From 2007. Heritage or Death. Fingers move ferociously and fastly, it's not a word, on three-dimensional plastic trapezoids, banging out the rhythm to a song yet unwritten that defines our definition of ourselves, that defies defining by ourselves. Heritage or Death. So this one is almost the oldest poem in here. This one's from around 1996, I think. It's called Angel Food. And I think I read this before, I don't think I read it here. So this is from 1996, Angel Food. My God made me without intention. I am a hollow drum, echoing his voice. He never danced with me when I needed a lover who loved me. My devil broke me with intention. I am filled with resentment of his voice. He danced with me as I burned for a lover who loved me. Angel Food. Thanks. So these two, I put these together. These are the most contemporary of the ones I'm going to read tonight. These two are from 2021. They're on the same page, so they kind of go together. The first one is called Forces Minus Motion, and it's based on the fact that the equation for determining force is force equals mass times acceleration. So it's force minus motion. I like to write about science. Sorry, I don't know about science, but I like to write about it. Watching the rocks is less exciting if you really focus. I try to follow, loosely, the motionless rocks in their fluid setting as it changes under forces one cannot see. No longer hypothetical, right? Still abstract, right? At one point, gravity and inertia are both of these. History changes fact. Forces minus motion. Thanks. And this other one's called Contemplating Danger. So this is also from around 2021. Contemplating danger. Contemplation is a dangerous thing. Not because it requires no action to be completed. It is never complete. It is partiality. Nothing comes undone without purpose, without intent, always on the mind, as we all unwind, slowly falling away, contemplating danger. All right. So this is the oldest one I have in my hands. This one's from 1995. It's called I Remember. And this is one of the longest ones I have. So this is 1995, I Remember. I remember crying when the world still meant something to me. I used to feel as if everything were so important, that every little pain would eventually lead me to something good. I learned that most often it is my own fault. The voices only make things worse. Nothing comes of the outside world. I learned to blame and to rely upon myself for everything. I learned that I am truly dead alone. I remember. Thanks. All right, I have one last one. This one's around 2008. I used to read at Cafe 9 on Monday nights. That used to be an open mic on Mondays, but that's gone now. It's called Beatnik 2000. So I wrote this one based on the fact that I read there a lot. It's called The Last of the Troubadours. So this is from around 2008 when I used to read poetry quite frequently then too. The Last of the Troubadours. Who are the modern troubadours? The entertainers who come and go, leaving their tales as memories of their existence. Vagabond minstrels and poets. Yesterday's tradition of conversations with the past. Poet troubadour, sing your song to help ease my sadness, to ease my smile upon my face. Written words have made you obsolete, binding you on paper, existing only in silent songs. Can we revive you? Can we revive your art? Can we bring back your song, sing in the night of the hero who carried civilization upon his shoulders, blessed by pagan gods and demigods, slayer, savior, epitome of your ancient song, no longer, disappeared with your voice, faded into mythology and religion. And what could you sing of right, of wrong, of nature, or of conquest? Can we still hear the song of Roland, enraptured his trumpet, ogle, tactical genius of Odysseus? Can you sing of modern heroes who we know are only human? Or have you sung your last song? Who are the modern troubadours? Thanks, guys. Oh, and take one of my pamphlets.
The Troubadours.